Our main topic today, Matthew Perry. I'm going to go ahead and read the article. For the final time tonight, here is breaking news. The reports have come in yesterday. We got the news that Matthew Perry has passed away. Very much remembered for his time on Friends, more than anything probably, and also some great movies and shows that he was a part of on top of that. Let's read this article here. Let's go ahead and do the New York Times. All right. Let me go ahead and share this with you guys. Here we go. All right. Matthew Perry, star Friends, dead at 54. No playing. Oh, okay. Sarcastic, beloved Chandler Bing for his struggle with drugs and alcohol, which he chronicled in his memoir. Yeah, if you guys didn't read the book, he did put out a book recently talking about a lot of his struggles. Very interesting read. Matthew Perry, who gained sitcom superstardom as Chandler Bing on the show Friends, becoming a model of ability to tease your pals' expression of love, has died. He was 54. I'm not going to read all of the police report stuff from this. It talks about Friends ran for 10 seasons from 94 to 2004. Chronicled the never too dramatic dramas and jokes and exploits a group of 6 young friends living in New York City, yada, yada, yada. One of his, probably his biggest role, the one people are most going to remember him for. And as I've said, this is a show that I've watched probably more times than almost any other show that I've watched. I know I've at least watched it 10, 12 times or something, whereas I've probably watched Big Bang Theory close to that, and I've watched Walking Dead several times over and over again, Smallville several times, but I'm honestly not sure that I've ever watched, and Boy Meets World. I mean, that's one that might be toe and toe with it, but I don't know that I've watched anything as many times over as Friends. And maybe some of that is because of the company I've kept over the last 15 years. The people that have been in my life have been big fans of this franchise, so I've watched it a lot. And he's a character that absolutely a lot of us feel ourselves in, because yes, he's sarcastic, he's funny, he's also he goes through some dark places in his life throughout that show, and that branched off into his real life as well, even while he was making that show. So a lot of us can really feel Chandler Bing, can feel Matthew Perry in his character they played there, as well as his real life. So it's very sad to see someone like this pass. I will say those articles all said there was no drugs or anything involved with found at the scene where he passed away. If the reports are correct, it may have been something. It may have been something cardiac related that caused him to drown in the. Whew, that's tough. Drown in the hot tub. I don't know the full story. I wasn't there, but regardless, this is somebody that we are all going to miss, and it's all going to be like it's going to be tough to go on from this. We're not going to get a reunion with him again, like that little reunion of Friends we had on HBO Max a year or two back. That's it. That's our last Friends reunion we're going to have, and it's very, very sad. You're saying jacuzzi, yeah, jacuzzi, hot tub, jacuzzi. It's kind of the same thing to me, but I got you. I'll get to y'all's comments here in just a minute too, but I just want to take a minute and look over at his. Well, before I do, I will go ahead and read your comments first, and then we're going to look at his filmography, and then we'll talk about all the things he's been in. Let's see what you guys are saying over here. Thanks, LL. He was older than me by 2 years or more. Yeah, but I mean, 54. That's pretty close. That's what I'm saying. He's around my parents' age. Like, I think he's in between you and my dad. So it's scary to think about how quickly somebody can go so early. 80s Kid, first the Green Ranger, now Chandler. Who's next? Colin Hamill, James. Hey. Let's not put that out there right now. Let's give it time. Uh, but I mean, this one doesn't hit me as hard as Jason David Frank did. That one really hit hard. But it's still a huge loss, and nothing will ever strike me the way. I mean, I had to I had to leave work early the day Robin Williams died. Like that one really hurt. And the thing with Jason David Frank and Robin Williams, both of those were self-inflicted, and those seriously bothered me to a point where I couldn't deal with life those days that those guys died. So with this one, it's extremely sad, and I felt it emotionally for sure. But it wasn't the same impact knowing that this was accidental. You know what I'm saying? So if that makes any sense. 80s Kid says Tim Allen. No, we don't want to see that either. Why are we losing our heroes? It is very sad. Mom Minutes. He never had his own kids. Sad. Also, he was so funny. Yeah. Um, yeah. I'm almost at a loss for words on some of this. Mom Minutes. It happens. The older we get, the more you notice you lose. Yeah, that's true. 80s Kid from the 90s. Question: would Eric get along with Joey? I'm assuming you mean Eric from Boy Meets World. I think so. I think they'd be buddies. Absolutely. Mom Minutes. Yes, DJ seriously has many couches on his Christmas tree. I do. I've got a few of the Friends couch on my tree. I sure do. Jacuzzi, Whole Nine, and not you mean Whole 9 and 10 Yards? Yeah, those are both good movies. I like both those movies as well. All right. With that said, let's go ahead and jump into the filmography, and I want to just go through this IMDb page I've got brought up here and talk to you guys about some of the things he's been in. Of course, we know he come into Friends in '94. It's really where his career took off. Yeah, he's got several little things where he was in episodes here and there. I never watched Home Free. It shows he was in 13 episodes of that, 13 episodes of Sydney, then an episode here and there and some other things. 21 episodes of Boy Will Be Boys, but that was 87 to 88, so he had to be pretty young in that. But a lot of those I didn't really know. It wasn't until he got to Friends that I really recognized his filmography. If some of y'all knew some of these other shows before, let me know. I'd love to know more about them. I just don't know much about those. And then after he started Friends, he started getting a few more bigger things. Right here, we got Fools Rush In. I know Mama Minutes in there just a minute ago talked about how much she loved that movie. What hit me yesterday was thinking about his filmography and thinking about Almost Heroes. Now, this was a movie that a lot of people don't consider a good movie, but it came out in 1998. I've had a blast with this movie every time I've watched it. And now thinking about it and knowing that both of these guys are gone now, and they're both two of my favorite actors and two of my favorite comedians, Chris Farley and Matthew Perry, and now they're both gone. This movie is going to be even more special to me now, going back and watching it, knowing both of those guys are gone. Three to Tango. If you ever saw Three to Tango, that was a pretty good movie that he was in, 1999. And of course, Mom Minutes mentioned a minute ago, The Whole Nine Yards. That one had Bruce Willis, Amanda Peet. Great movie. Really enjoyed Whole 9 Yards. Probably better than Whole 10 Yards for sure, but still, definitely one of the best as far as the film franchise movies he's done. Really liked Whole 9 Yards. It shows he had a uncredited part in The Kid. I don't even remember him being in that, to be honest. Ally McBeal, a couple episodes. I don't remember that either. I did watch Serving Sarah. That one was pretty funny. We've seen a lot of those type of movies come out. It wasn't a great movie, but it was pretty funny. Shows he was in 3 episodes of West Wing. I never watched West Wing, so I don't know much about that. And then, of course, Whole 10 Yards in 2004, a few years after the other one. But still a good movie, not as good as the first one to me. Of course, that was the same year he left Friends. That was when Friends ended. And then we move on. A couple things here and there. Hoosiers 2. I didn't even know they did a Hoosiers 2, so I don't remember that. Birds of America, Numb, Ron Clark's Story. Tell me if you recognize any of these. Studio 60 on Sunset Strip. I never watched that either. You have to let me know if you guys have seen that one. End of Steve. 17 again was a movie with Zac Efron he did. That was a lot of fun. He played the adult version of Zac Efron's character. If you haven't seen that, that one's really fun. A lot of good laughs in that one. Let's see. 4 episodes of Good Wife, 13 episodes of Mr. Sunshine. I never saw that one either. 22 episodes of Go On. I'm not familiar with that. Again, any of these that you guys have seen, let me know if it's good or not. Because I might do a binge sometime on some of these shows I've not seen. 1 episode of Cougar Town, 1 episode of Web Therapy. Okay, The Odd Couple. This is one I did really enjoy. He did this one for 2 or 3 seasons. It shows 2015, 2017, so it's probably 3 seasons. This was really good. I can't think of the actor's name that's in that with him. We're on here. We had Odd Couple. Looks like 3 episodes of The Good Fight and 4 episodes of the Kennedy's After Camelot. So he didn't do a whole lot after The Odd Couple. So 2017 was the last thing on his filmography here. Yeah, but anyway, he was in that Friends reunion, and that was the last thing I saw him in outside of The Odd Couple. So, all right. Mom minutes. True, DJ. It shows people we're not alone dealing with depression. Same with alcoholism, drug abuse, etc. It doesn't matter how much we have or don't have. Yeah. Dragon Movie Guy says, I still love the Could I Be Any Sadder over Chandler's death. Hello, Ugg. Such a great character. Absolutely was.